Hey, welcome back to the secret underground lair. So I now have our two drivers for our Y and X axis in place. I printed some more of these parts to go on the other side of the work table CNC, BedrailCNC. And you can see just down in here, we've printed the parts here to hold the motor for the X-axis. So that is the same kind of arrangement as we have here. So our motor is now sitting in here in this little bracket with the belt going in and around the motor and all the way down to the far end. And in looking at this, I can see that this need to make a little bit of an adjustment. This is sitting a little bit high. Sorry, this bracket's a little bit high, so the motor, the belt dips a little bit. So I'll probably make a little adjustment to probably this bracket just to drop the belt a little bit. However, the good news is, I'll turn this on. I'm just going to get the little demonstration here of the thing running. So that's our Y-axis running the way I want it to. The Y-axis is driven just simply by a single motor. The X-axis has the dual motor. So I'm just going to go back up. Just move the Y-axis, or the X-axis rather. There it goes. It's alive. Now I've put on the just a little bit of note here about the cabling that I'm using. I'm using Cat 6 cables. So this is typically Ethernet cable. The Cat 6 cable I like a little better than the Cat 5. The Cat 6 cable is a little more flexible and has multi-strand wire on it. The Cat 5 cable is a solid wire. So there are 8 wires in a Cat 6 cable, and I have paired them together. So 2 wires are carrying the current from the controller to the motor, and that seems to work just fine. So we'll see how that goes. I've used Cat 5 cable and some Cat 6 cable on other devices for quite a while now, and I haven't had any issue with it, so I'm going to be pleased with that. So the next bit, of course, I have the router sitting over there. I want to put that into here and get that wired in. I know that it works. I just need to get a different connector on the end of a wire. So that's a to-do. And of course, wiring up the end stops so that the sled doesn't move too far this way. So I want to put an end stop in here, about here, to catch that, and an end stop in here to stop this from moving too far. So that will let me home. In fact, I'm going to make it anchor off the bed rail itself rather than off a plastic bracket. So that'll let me zero out the CNC machine and put a stop in at the far end if I want to start it at the far end too. So that's the next bit to be done. So just a really quick update on where we stand with the CNC machine. Generally pleased with the progress. A few little things to adjust, but overall it's looking good. So again, thanks very much for watching. Like and subscribe. I'll give you an update when I have the end stops in place and the wiring for the Z-axis on the router itself. By that time we should be able to do a little test.